Thank you, Nazir. We appreciated very much your comments, and I think we are all very appreciative even more of your contribution to the Altagamma International Honorary Council. You have been one of the point of reference of this since 2003, from the first event we have had. I think the peculiarity of Altagamma also relies on this, on being a system with the facts, not just with the words. And I think the peculiarity of having an international alliance, qualified international alliance, is something that we have to use intelligently and effectively, as you are suggesting, because it can be the winning point to look for a more solid growth into the future. I would like to open up the discussion because we are in a very propositive stage, as you invited us to be, and I would like to hear some thoughts from the people here attending to this meeting. What could be done more to make this function as a system even more in the future? The meetings in Italy have been a constant. I think we have linked nicely with the newsletter, as you recalled. We have the opportunity to have opinions from different parts of the world and different sectors in real time, which is of incredible value. And the occasion of a sharing study, of course, the Altagamma studies with you and getting inputs for them. The question is, what can we do next? You proposed a couple of things, and I leave it to you, but also I would like to have some opinions from the public.
Maybe there's somebody from the public who wants to say something so that we can add, otherwise I'll respond to Leonardo. The most important thing is that Altagamma to the rest of the world is unknown, truly unknown. And it's a shame because the greatest companies are in Altagamma, either in Altagamma or in the Honorary Council as International Honorary Council members. I have been curious enough to push Armando, Dr. Branchini, to consider me as, since I was inducted in 2003 and was amongst the only American in our industry to be brought to Altagamma, and to try and understand how you guys, what is the growth potential, what is the vision of Altagamma, because the conferences are held in such incredible spaces. We had the occasion to meet President Ciampi in Rome. Those are memorable occasions, but when we go back to our countries, there's a disconnect. And I would like, for those of you who know Twitter or LinkedIn as a business, not social, but a business-to-business website, something of that sort should be an arm within the website of Altagamma, only open to the Altagamma members, and only those members that I wish to understand and talk to could see my profile. People could see everybody's profile, but if we were to have a dialogue between each other, instead of email is like a push mail in a sense. You send something and wait for the answer. Here it could be totally interactive. If the person sees that you are on this particular portion of the website, you could have an instantaneous chat, and that could result in Bain actually leveraging these conversations to the business conversations to their advantage, because unfortunately I don't think that Claudio or Antonio or anybody from Bain ever called me about my opinion as to what is happening in the U.S. And it is a shame. We come on two markets in the U.S. So this connecting, I would like to know what is happening. Since the furniture industry now is being taken over by the fashion people like Charm and Opera, And Leonardo, your company just invited, or you just invited Patricia Urquiola to do something for you. There is a fusion occurring, and that fusion is extremely positive. And I think that it is very, very important. You know, I belong on a board of a museum in Miami, and once a year we choose a museum somewhere in the world, and we go there, and it's an incredible experience because we get to learn and understand how other museums perform and so on and so forth. And I think we don't have to do it in a grand scale. First of all, if the LinkedIn, if the members only connection website is done, we could start seeing each other virtually, because that could have, you know, folders for us to put press material or things that, strategic things or interesting things we are doing, that for other members to see and for other members to comment, you know, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for feedback, because it's very alone. It's very, very alone to be thinking when you are a pioneer or when you are by your own, you know, because if the competition around you is very, very far behind, it's a lonely place sometimes, and that can cause a dangerous relapse of being
Thank you. So let's have a couple of opinion or proposals. Anyone has a...
Tu mi traduci a lui? Sì, parla. Allo? Allo? Non so.
Funziona, si sente?
Si sente? Sì. Scusa, il mio italiano è orribile.
Non sembra.
L'ho imparato in qualche anno qui, lavorando con l'Italia, ma credo apprezzare e sentire le valori delle parole di Nasir, no? Credo che è molto interessante sentire che hai qualcosa diverso che solo le fredda il numero della contabilità e del futuro, che è molto molto importante, ma credo che per me lo più importante che passa con questo settore è che è il settore che ha scritto la storia della cultura nel mondo, e che credo che con questa fondazione dobbiamo anche avere qualcosa che non può comunicare a tutti nel mondo, che questo tipo di ditta non possono morire quando c'è una crisi. Si può passare del momento difficile, ma io solo e voglio mai dimenticare che in Cile, il mio paese, che sono qui, il giorno che io andavo con stanchezza a finire la ditta, dopo 20 anni, sono venuti tutti gli architetti e la gente della cultura a Interdesign per chiedere e supplicare di non chiudere questo centro culturale che rappresentava le ditte dell'Italia e di qualche altro paese, perché era quasi 90% italiano, che concentra quasi il disegno nel mondo. E questo è stato molto emozionante, vedere che noi rappresentiamo veramente la storia del disegno, e che non solo è una questione di cifre, che è molto importante, perché se non c'è le cifre non si può vivere, ma credo che una forma di aumentare l'esito e il successo nel momento di crisi è parlare di che rappresentiamo la cultura che si è scritto anni per anni. E questo, per esempio, è una cosa che credo che la Fondazione Altagamma può cominciare a sviluppare e inviare a tutto il mondo questo segno, qualche cosa che sia scritta e affirmata per tutti. Questo credo che è molto importante.